Universal, august prayer. Love. Serve selflessly. Remember. Give. Forgive. Pray. Receive. These are things that I've picked up over time, studying the various temperaments and attitudes of saints and spiritual seekers alike. Of course, I am always endeavoring to create new, creative, and unique content. So this is a combination of what I feel are sort of the guiding blocks to make a wonderful Lego castle to the Lord. To extend the olive branch. To try to be a little bit better than we want to be. August is like important or not perfect, but revered, honored, respectable. So our prayers should have that nature to them, and they should also be universal. Just my opinion, not fact. However, I think there is something to it. We're moving into a new world. We're moving into a new form of religion, new society, new financial system, new governments, new companies, and a lot of the current ones will probably change. I am no prophetic genius, but I think anyone, if anyone, can see that we're in for a big change here. What it actually looks like, who knows? And when I get frustrated, all I can really do is pray. All I can do is say the name of God, chant. It also helps to have these concepts in your mind, because the mind wants to go down the negative road. Sometimes. I don't know if you experience this, but I do. It's really spontaneous. Something happens to you, it triggers something, and then all of a sudden you're having a negative thought train. It's hard to stop. The only real cure for it is the whole positive vibration. I am not a toxically positive person. I don't push this to the extent of pushing people away. If anything, I'm quite the opposite. But this does seem to be the only solution. Love is the only way to live with God. Serving selflessly is the only way to burn up all our karma. Remember is the only way to cure the ailment of forgetting. Because forgetting is what gets us in trouble in the first place. We forget who God is, we forget who we are, we forget who others are, we forget our purpose. So remember. Give. Because everyone takes these days. Everyone takes. Give is the only solution to taking. Give is the only thing that fixes taking. Because taking is, well, selfish. And if too many of us are like that, then how are we going to make it? So it's important when people do not do things perfectly, or perhaps they take too much, then it's important to forgive. Forgive. As hard as it is, forgive over and over again. Jesus forgave so many times. There was never an end to his forgiveness. So we're taught the nature of God, the nature of the Lord, the nature of the Son and the Spirit, is this attitude of forgiveness. Pray. How you pray doesn't matter. It's just that you pray. And an expectation that if your prayer is done selflessly for others, your prayer will obtain immediate results. If you pray for yourself selfishly, it may not happen the way you like it, because you're not really in charge here. You're asking. You're not in a position of demanding. even if you have a demanding attitude. You are not above. You're below. That's why you pray. That's why we pray. That's why I pray. Because we want to be higher. We want to go there. So pray. Pray for healing. Pray for peace. After pausing for reflection, we come to the point we are ready to receive. If our prayer is earnest, if our prayer is true, and we put out our two hands, only two hands do we have to receive. Receive the grace, receive the joy and the peace. Material possessions, loved life, friendship, prestige in society. If you really want that, all of that will come through the love and the grace. But if you just pray for trivial things, things that you could earn yourself easily, if you have the right attitude, the right actions, and the right mindset, you don't need God to do those things. Don't waste God's time. Do not waste God's time. Don't waste his attention, her attention. Do not put all of your burdens on her. Just put the ones you really can't handle. Give God a break. And God will give you a break. Nobody really knows if any of this is true. But if we believe something very strongly, does that not make it exist? Does that not make it true? So perhaps all that really matters is how we think of things, how we speak, and how we act on things. Hopefully this is beneficial to you in some way. One of my missions is to do my best to only put out things that may have some positive impact or some helpful hand or some useful tool that anybody and everybody, and maybe just one person, can use to improve their life situation. Om Namo 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 Om Guru Om Om Guru Om Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace everywhere. Peace, peace, peace everywhere. Namaste.